I'm Sharon and welcome to Sharon Lindsay Yoga and Wellbeing. So today I'm teaching my first 1 hour full-length class on my Patreon page. So thank you very much for supporting me, and I look forward to seeing you in future classes. So today we're going to begin lying on our back. So if you just come down onto your mat and just get comfortable, settle in on your mat, bringing the body to stillness and just becoming aware of how stillness is feeling for you today. Sometimes it comes easily and sometimes not so much. So without judging, just notice what sensations there are in your body. And then begin to focus on your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose if you can. And as you breathe in, feel your tummy and your lower ribs gently expand. And as you breathe out, feel everything soften and empty. Every inhale, creating space, and every exhale, softening and letting go. Then maintaining that focus on the breath, we're going to bend the knees, placing the feet on the mat, hip width apart. And we're just going to do some gentle pelvic tilts. So as you inhale, you're tilting your pelvis away from you. So you feel like you're pressing your tailbone down and the arch on the low back grows a little larger. As you exhale, gently engage your pelvic floor muscles. So drawing in around the perineum, and tilt your pelvis slightly towards you, and you feel your low back gently flatten towards the earth. Inhale, relax and tilt the pelvis away. Feel that small arch. As you exhale, engage the pelvic floor as you tilt the pelvis towards you and flatten the low back. Inhale, arch the low back. Exhale, engage and flatten. Nice and slow and gentle, just wakening up the pelvic floor muscles. Inhale to arch. Exhale, engage and flatten. Inhale to arch. Exhale, engage and flatten. And this time, press down into your feet and lift your pelvis towards the sky, coming into a bridge pose. Nice and gentle bridge. Your glutes turn on to help you lift up. And then as you exhale, roll slowly down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Relax everything and just feel the natural curve of your low back re-emerge. Then we're going to bring our right knee towards our chest. Wrap your hands around your shin And then gently straighten your left leg as you hug your right leg close to your body. You can try lengthening that left leg even more and hugging that right thigh closer to the body, and keep focusing on the breath in and out through the nose. Then bring the left knee up to meet the right, hugging both knees close to the body, and then lengthen the right leg along the mat, hugging that left thigh close to the ribs as you lengthen the right leg as long as it would like to go, feeling a gentle stretch. Bring that knee up to your chest so you're hugging both knees now. And then allow yourself to roll onto one side with your knees bent. Just take a moment here and then place your top hand on the mat and gently press yourself up to sitting. So sitting comfortably. If ever sitting on the floor is not right for you, feel free to sit in a chair and just modify the instructions as best you can while sitting in a more comfortable position. So you can sit cross-legged as I am, or you can kneel if crossing your legs is not comfortable, or even have your feet out in front with your knees bent. So just feel your sit bones on the earth as you lengthen your spine, sitting up tall, relaxing your shoulders down away from the ears. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Really lengthen towards the sky. Now your shoulders might become tense and come up to your ears. Try to relax them down away from the ears. And feel like you're lifting out of the pelvis. Feel your waist lengthen. Feel your spine lengthen. Feel your shoulders stay relaxed. And feel your arms lengthen away from the shoulders. And then as you exhale, begin to twist towards the left. Bring your right hand down to your left knee and place your left hand behind you as you look over your left shoulder. Your spine stays long and tall, and your breath continues to flow deep down into your tummy and into your low ribs. And then on your next inhale, reach the arms up and twist back to the center. Really lengthen from the waist all the way up through the rib cage. Bring the shoulders down if they're hunching up, and continue to lengthen the fingers towards the sky, lengthening the arms away from the shoulders. And on your next exhale, begin to twist towards the right. Bring your left hand onto your right knee. Your right fingertips come down onto the ground behind you as you look over your right shoulder. Your spine and your rib cage stay long and tall. Your waist stays long, and your breath continues to flow smoothly and deeply into the tummy. And then inhale, raise the arms as you twist back to the front, reaching for the sky one more time. And then bring the arms down, bring the hands down onto your knees. From here, we're just going to begin to draw a little circle with the body. So just moving the upper body and circling in one direction, nice and small to begin with. But then you might grow these circles a little larger. You might want to close your eyes and just feel into it, just going with the flow. As your circles grow, you may open the chest and draw the shoulders back as you come forward and round the spine as you come back. Just working away with your body, feeling into it, making it feel nice for you. We all have a different makeup to our body, so just feel what's nice for you. And then come back to center nice and slowly. And then begin to circle, small circles in the opposite direction. Small to begin with, while you feel how your body feels today. Feel the spine, feel the waist, feel the hips. Your eyes are closed if you like, and your circles grow larger. There's no right or wrong here. Just feel into your body. Feel like you're lubricating the spine and the hips, gently lengthening the waist, easing out any tension in the low back, and then slow it all down and come back to stillness. Okay, so from here, let's come onto our hands and knees. With our knees beneath our hips, our wrists beneath our hands, and our fingers spread wide. Let's lengthen the right leg back, and you're on the ball of that right foot. And gently press the heel back, just lengthening into the back of your leg. You'll probably feel this in your calf, your thigh, the front of your thigh will also be engaged, but you're creating length in the back of the leg. And then just bend that knee, place the knee down again, and lengthen the left leg out behind you. You're on the ball of that foot. You're pressing the heel back gently, not forcing, giving the calf time to soften and release as you continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And then bring that knee back down. Now we're going to lift the right leg out behind us, lifting it out straight so it's at the same height as the hips if you can, or lower if you need to. And then we're going to bring that leg across to the left side of the mat and place the ball of the foot down on the mat. And if this feels okay, you can look over your left shoulder towards that foot, just increasing the stretch and continuing to breathe. And then lift the leg, bring it back to center. The head also moves back to center, and then bring your knee down. Extend your left leg out behind you now, lifting that leg just to the height of your body so it's in line with your hip, in line with your back. The leg travels across to the right side of the mat, placing the ball of the foot down. So you're lengthening the left side of the body and slightly shortening the right side. And then, if you like, look over your right shoulder towards that left foot. And breathe. Feel the left side of the body lengthen. And as it does so, it softly releases any tension it might be holding. And then lift that foot bring it back to center, the head also moving back to center, and then bring your knee down on the mat and breathe. Let's give our wrists a rest. Come down onto your elbows and come down onto your tummy. So we want to have our elbows beneath our shoulders and our palms flat on the mat. Our legs are comfortably extending out behind us, and just press the earth away with your forearms, lifting your chest. Feel the front of the body grow taller as you press down into your forearms. You can also gently drag the elbows. They don't move, but feel like you're dragging the elbows towards you, and you'll feel your arms working even harder. As you gaze forward, just lengthening the front of the body and gently bending into the back, always within your own range. So not overarching the back, just coming to the height that is comfortable for you. And then slowly lower down, bringing your hands back so that the hands are beside your chest. Press into the hands to come up onto the knees. Curl your toes under and lift your knees, and then press into the hands as you straighten your knees and lift your hips towards the sky. As you press into your hands, your tummy comes closer to your thighs, downward facing dog. And breathe. And then bring your knees down onto the mat again. Bring your right foot forward between your hands. Your knee is above your ankle. Come onto the top of the back foot. Lift your chest, come up on your fingertips. Feel a gentle stretch here in the back hip flexor. If you don't feel anything, you can move this knee back slightly. And if this feels okay, you can inhale and sweep the arms up overhead. At the same time, feel like you're lengthening your tailbone down, just so that you're lifting up out of the pelvis and not overarching in the low back. And breathe. And then exhale, place the hands down on either side of the foot, curl the back toes and lift that back knee. If this is too much, feel free to put the knee back down again. Place your hand on the inside of your foot and begin to twist your body. Your tummy comes onto your thigh and you can reach your top hand to the sky. If you have any shoulder issues, just keep your hand resting on your low back. Draw up the kneecap on that back knee to keep that leg strong. One more breath, and then bring your hand down onto the outside of your foot. Adjust your hands so that they're shoulder width apart again, and step the front foot back, lifting your hips to the sky for downward facing dog. And breathe. Then bring your knees down onto the mat. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Your knee is above your ankle. You're on the top of your back foot now rather than having your toes curled under. And you're allowing that back hip to sink forward while you come up on your fingertips, feeling that gentle stretch on the front of the back hip flexor. If this feels okay and you would like a little more, breathe in and sweep the arms up overhead, keeping the shoulders relaxed, lifting up out of the pelvis, and breathe. Exhale, place the hands down on either side of the foot, curl the back toe under, and lift that back knee. If this is too intense, feel free to keep that knee down. Adjust your right hand, bringing it closer to your left foot for balance, as you twist and place your tummy on your thigh and reach your top hand for the sky. Your back leg is strong. You're pressing your heel back as you draw up your kneecap and breathe. You can gaze up to the sky or down to the mat if you prefer. And breathe. And then bring that hand back down to the outside of your foot. Adjust your hands, and this time you're going to step that back foot forward to meet the front foot. I like to keep a couple of inches between my feet, so my feet are hip width apart, but feel free to keep your feet together if that's your preference. Your knees are bent, your tummy is resting on your thighs if you can, and then allow your head and your arms to hang towards the earth. If you like, you can hold your elbows, so your right hand can hold your left elbow and your left hand can hold your right elbow, as your head and your arms hang heavy, but your knees are bent, so your back is supported. And you're breathing deep down into the belly. Sink your hips a little deeper. Begin to lift the chest. Release the hands. Reach the arms forward as you lift the upper body. Begin to straighten the legs and reach for the sky. Feel the soles of the feet connected to the earth. As you breathe in, imagine you're breathing up through the earth, in through the soles of your feet, all the way up your legs, through your pelvis, through your torso, up through your arms to your fingertips. Feel that length, really reaching, but at the same time, not hunching the shoulders up, keeping the shoulders down. Tuck your tailbone under, tuck your low ribs in. Bring your palms together as you look up, and then draw the hands down the midline of the body to the heart. Your elbows are at wrist height. Your hands are pressing gently together. And you're breathing. And then exhale, bring your hands down by your side. And just take a moment here in Tadasana, mountain pose. Your knees are soft but not bent. Your tailbone lengthens down. Your spine is tall. The crown of the head lifts towards the sky. And your breath can flow freely. Then we're going to bend the elbows. I'll just turn to face you. We're going to bend the elbows and cross the left elbow over the right. Bring the backs of the hands towards each other. And perhaps the backs of the hands are just pressing into each other, or perhaps the pinky can pass the thumb and you can connect your palms. Gently lift the elbows slightly and press the hands slightly forward. And notice this stretch across the back of the shoulders. And if you would like the opportunity, let me just turn side on. If you would like the opportunity to balance here, you can take your weight into your right foot. Allow the right knee to be soft or slightly bent. Begin to lift the left foot and cross that leg over the right. Trying to tuck your foot behind your calf, squeezing the thighs together, and focusing on the breath. Eagle pose. Now don't worry if you're wobbling, don't worry if you can't balance and you need to have your foot on the ground. Just accept yourself where you're at, practicing acceptance on the mat. And then uncross that leg, place the foot down, and then release the hands. Imagine you're a butterfly, unraveling yourself, bursting out of the cocoon. Bring your arms down by your side. Breathe in and notice how that feels in your body. Just take a few breaths as you allow that posture to settle in the body. And then we'll repeat that on the other side. So let's bend the elbows again. And this time the right elbow crosses over the left. Bring the backs of the hands towards each other and either press them together, or if you can, connect your palms. Lift the elbows slightly and press the hands forward if that feels good for you. Find your perfect stretch. And then begin to take your weight this time onto the left foot. Lift the right leg and cross that leg over. Oops, I'm more wobbly on this side. So squeezing the thighs together, trying to tuck that foot behind your calf. But if it's not happening, just keep your toes down on the mat and breathe. Accepting where you are today. Focusing. Breathing. And then uncross the legs. Release the hands and unfurl. Bringing your arms down by your side. Basking in those sensations. Closing your eyes if you like. And just notice how you feel. Perhaps your arms feel like they might float away. Just notice. And then when you're ready, just check that you're close to the front of your mat and your feet are hip width, or if you prefer, your feet are together. As you breathe in, sweep your arms up overhead, gaze up towards your hand. You can take a little back bend if you like, before folding forward, sweeping the arms out to the side, sending the crown of the head towards the earth, bending your knees whenever you need to. Just take a moment here, and whether your knees are bent or not, just see if you can feel that stretch in the back of the legs. If you don't, just begin to straighten the knees a little more. Feel like you're lifting your sit bones to the sky, but finding a gentle stretch, not forcing anything. Bend the knees, place the hands down on the mat and step back to plank. Now, you can always have your knees down in plank pose for extra support. Or if you want to challenge yourself, keep the knees lifted, press the heels back and draw the tummy in, drawing up from the kneecaps to the belly button. Press the earth away with your hands and breathe. With your tummy engaged, your breath has a little less space, but you should still be able to breathe. And then place your knees down. You're going to bend the elbows back towards the hips as you lower your nose to the earth, keeping your tailbone up in the air. Your triceps have worked hard here, so if you feel that, know that that's normal. And then bring your chest forward, lift the nose, lift the chest, come onto the tops of the feet and draw the elbows down, draw the shoulder blades down the back. And breathe. Press into the hands, come onto the knees, curl the toes and lift the hips to the sky for downward facing dog. Check that your fingers are spread wide. And as you press into the hands, your tummy is moving a little closer to your thighs. You're lifting your sit bones up towards the sky, away from your hands. And then if you like, you can lift your right foot towards the sky, straight leg to begin. Then bend that knee towards the glute. And then you can twist a little, twisting your knee towards the sky to open up a little more in the hips. Then bring that foot down to the mat and then lift your left leg to the sky if it's right for you. Lengthen that leg and then bend the knee and then twist slightly, bringing your heel down towards your glute and twisting your knee up towards the sky. And then bring that foot down onto the mat. Bring your knees down. Widen your knees towards the edges of the mat as your big toes come together, and bring your sit bones back as close to your heels as they will go, keeping your arms reaching out in front. And then fold forward, bringing your forehead to the mat or as close as it will go. And breathe. Then begin to walk your hands towards you and then make your way to sitting with your feet together and your knees falling open. Now we want to have our heels fairly close to our groin, so just find what's comfortable for you, as close as is comfortable, and then you can hold your ankles or clasp your hands and place them round the outside edges of your feet as you lift your chest, and see if you can press your knees towards the earth. And breathe. And then if this feels okay and you would like a little more stretch on the inner thighs, you can bring your body forward and fold over your feet, feeling the inner thighs, but never forcing anything, always respecting our bodies. This practice is all about nourishing, soothing, and just gently challenging. And then slowly coming upright if you're folded forward. Now let's slide our feet a little bit further forward, making this diamond shape with our legs, sitting up tall again, and then let's fold forward, bringing your head towards your feet. And now you should be feeling this less in the inner thighs and more on the outer thighs and outer hips. If you need a little more, you can just pull gently against your legs to bring your head a little closer to your feet. We should always be able to breathe calmly and smoothly. And if you can't, then you're stressing yourself, and that's not the point of the practice. And then slowly bring the body back upright. Okay, so let's extend our legs out in front of us and flex the toes towards us as we sit up tall, trying to get a 90-degree angle at our hips. Naturally, most of us tilt back like this, so we're trying to tilt our pelvis forward to help us lift our spine, keeping the toes flexing towards us, and then you can rest your hands on the mat beside you and breathe. Now this might not look like much, but it probably feels quite intense. It certainly does for me, in the front of the thighs and the hip flexors. So just take a few more breaths here. And then place the hands behind you with the fingers pointing forward as you bend your knees, placing the feet on the mat. And let's just take the hips in the opposite direction. So lift your sit bones off the floor, send your knees forward, draw your shoulder blades back, and come to this reverse tabletop position. Trying to have a straight line, or roughly a straight line, so we don't want the hips sagging down. We want to be as flat as we can. And then slowly lower back down. Extend the legs. Flex the toes. Reach for the sky, sitting up tall. And then exhale, reach forward, reaching for your feet or your ankles or your shins, wherever you can reach. And then gently lengthen your head towards your feet. Your tummy coming close to your thighs, your spine lengthening out. If you need to bend your knees to be comfortable, please do. Again, finding your comfortable maximum, where you're finding the level of challenge that your hamstrings need. And you may also feel this in the low back. You may also feel it in the calves, depending on your flexibility. Finding softness and stillness. And then very slowly begin to slide your hands up your legs as you bring the body upright again. Then we're going to bring the left foot across to the outside of the right leg. So the knee is bent, the foot's on the mat, and we're stepping that foot over to the outside of the right leg. Flex the toes on that straight leg, the right leg, and sit up tall. And then begin to twist your body, bringing your tummy button towards your inner thigh on that bent leg. Place your fingertips down behind you and wrap your right elbow round your knee. And that right elbow helps you to lift the spine and twist a little bit deeper. Looking over your left shoulder, sitting up tall. And as you breathe in, you feel your tummy press against your thigh. As you breathe out, the tummy sinks away from the thigh. Relax the shoulders. And although you're keeping the spine tall, the spine is also relaxed. It's not rigid. And then as you exhale, slowly twist back to the front. Extend that left leg and then cross the right leg over the left. Just check that that straight leg, the left leg, has the toes flexed towards you. That keeps the leg strong so it doesn't go floppy. And then we sit up tall. And then we're going to twist the body, the tummy button coming towards the thigh. Look over your right shoulder, place your fingertips down, and then wrap your elbow around your knee to help lift you taller and twist you deeper. And as you inhale, feel the spine lengthen. As you exhale, maybe you can soften a little deeper into the stretch, into the twist. And all the time, your breath is flowing naturally. Your tummy on the inhale expands into the thigh, and on the exhale softens and empties. Relax the muscles of the face. Maybe you can smile, and then slowly return to center, twisting back to the front. Uncross that leg, and then just place your hands down to slide your body forward, your feet on the mat, your knees bent, and just lower down onto your elbows, and then come all the way down onto your back. And let's bring the knees to the chest, hugging the thighs close to the body, stretching out the low back, and breathing deep into the tummy. Then we're going to cross the right leg, the right knee over the left. So your thighs are quite close to your body and your legs are crossed. And then you're going to take hold of maybe your feet, maybe your ankles, maybe somewhere on your shins, wherever you can reach. And this is called shoelace pose. So it's a bit like tying a shoelace. So you're holding the ends of the shoelace and you're just gently pulling the feet towards you or the legs towards you, tightening that knot. And you should feel this in your right outer hip and your right glute. Breathe. And then slowly release the feet, place the left foot down and then the right. Bring both knees up towards the chest again, and this time the left knee crosses over the right, taking hold of your feet, ankles or shins. It doesn't matter where you can reach. And just gently pull the lower legs towards you, helping to stretch out the left outer hip and glute. And breathe. The shoulders are relaxed. The muscles of the face are relaxed. And then slowly release the feet, place the right foot down and then the left. Allow the knees to fall open, bringing the soles of the feet together for a reclined butterfly pose. Again, feeling the rise and fall of the tummy. rising on the inhale, falling and emptying on the exhale. And then reach down with your hands. Place your hands on the outside of your thighs and slowly bring your knees together. Then step your feet wide to the width of the mat and allow your knees to come together for constructive rest pose. Just taking a few breaths here. And then when you're ready, bring the knees apart and just walk the feet towards each other until they're hip width apart. Let's lift both feet one at a time towards the sky, keeping your knees bent, relaxing the legs, just allowing the legs to hover here. So as effortlessly as you can, allow the feet to be up in the air, just above your hips. And then bend your knees down towards your shoulders and reach up with your hands. If you can, take hold of your feet. And if you can't, just place your hands behind your thighs, just at the back of your knees. And then just widen your feet, widen your knees, finding a comfortable, happy baby position, whatever is most comfortable for you. If you have any little niggles in the low back, feel free to rock slightly, giving yourself a massage. And then slowly the feet come towards each other. Release the hands. Place one foot down and then the other. Extend one leg long and then the other. You might want to tuck your shoulder blades under slightly to help you flatten out the upper back and extend the back of the neck. Perhaps you tuck your chin slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. Allow the backs of the hands to rest heavily on the earth with the fingers loosely curled. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth, relaxing the body as you do so. Bringing the body back to stillness again. Just noticing how you feel at the end of this practice. Imagine a glowing, golden ball of energy, a ball of light and energy in the center of your torso, just above the belly button, below the sternum, right in the solar plexus. This golden, glowing ball of energy is here to heal your body, heal and nourish. And as you lie here in stillness, that healing energy, warm healing energy, is radiating out through your body, up into your chest, nourishing your heart and your lungs. Nourishing and healing your throat and your neck, your shoulders, arms and hands. Now it's radiating up through your throat and your neck, your jaw, tongue, cheeks, eyes, forehead, scalp and ears. Nourishing and soothing and bringing peace to your brain, soothing the mind. The nourishing energy radiates from the solar plexus down through the abdomen, surrounding and healing all of the organs, down into the pelvis, through the pelvis, down through the legs, the knees, lower legs, ankles and feet. Your whole body is glowing as this healing energy nourishes every cell of your body. As you lie here in silence, bask in this healing energy. When you're ready, begin to gently deepen the breath as we slowly reawaken the body. You can begin to move your fingers and your toes. Perhaps you'd like to turn the head gently from side to side. If you'd like to stretch, you can reach your arms out overhead, stretching your arms long, stretching your legs long. If you like, you can hug your knees towards your chest, stretching out the low back. When you're ready, allow yourself to roll onto one side, coming to the fetal position with your knees bent. Taking a moment here and keeping your eyes closed if you can. Place your top hand on the mat and then gently and slowly guide yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Feeling your sit bones on the mat, your spine lengthening softly lengthening without being rigid. Then we'll bring the palms together and rub them briskly to build heat between the palms. And then place the warm palms over your closed eyes, absorbing that heat. And then open your eyes into the darkness. And when you're ready, very slowly slide your hands down your face. Let's bring the hands together at our heart, connecting with our compassion. Raise the hands to the forehead, connecting with our inner wisdom, and bowing forward in gratitude. Taking a moment to notice what you are grateful for today, and in your own time, slowly making your way back up. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day.